glassing. These are our Sisters in Christ guest picks.
All right, first pick for me started off in the local section. So I used to live here in New Orleans, and one of my first good close buddies was Pat. I remember going to his house somewhere uptown by the Winn-Dixie, watching him play with loop pedals, delay pedals. This is LOOMIS, which I think is his solo project. He started a record label here, Strange Daisy, awesome musician, beautiful voice. Shout out Metal Flow. Remember going to see them way back in the day. So this is the kind of music that I think sounds good on cassette. Loopy, dreamy, underrated shit. Check it out. It's a steal for $5 too. My favorite author, had to go with some VONNEGUT. Pretty timely right now. I think this might even been my old book. I think I read this when I lived here like 20 years ago, and I remember the same cover and everything. But I don't think much needs to be said about it. And so it goes. I think Mike, we toured with our tour manager or tour driver in Europe. Yeah, I think he's got a VONNEGUT tattoo on him. I thought that was pretty badass. So me and him were talking about a bunch of VONNEGUT recently, and the stuff's good.
Crooked Mike?
Yeah, Crooked Mike. Yeah. This is RWAKE from, is it Wake or RWAKE? I've never even known how to pronounce it, but I will say they're from Little Rock. Super good dudes. I think CT is the guy's name. This is like some of the best musicianship in heavy music. It's like smart sludge. I've actually heard this record. I think it's one of their older ones. The new one is absolutely incredible, and kind of fell in love with it, and so kind of going back in the catalog, and I'm really interested about this one. But I'm a big fan of this band. Some smart sludge. Actually, so I do know how to say the name of this band. A lot of people say it's Fall of EFRAFA, but it's named after a book, Watership Down, and I just read that book like a month ago. Actually, the last 70 pages I had to do audio book because I was going to see the movie that night, so I had to kind of wrap it up pretty quick. But I do know that the name of this band is Fall of EFRAFA, and it was a band from the UK, like kind of early mid 2000s, kind of sludgy, like political kind of post-doom type stuff. But they named all their songs and records after this book about bunnies, basically, and it's kind of very political, but it's based on a book about bunnies. It's just pretty much why I like it. So this was a late find. I've been really into this band lately. Another band I don't know how to say. I think it's just a guy. His name is LOSCIL, and it's beautiful ambient music. He's got a ton of range, but so I don't know if this one, I haven't heard this one particularly, but this is the kind of music I put on when I go to sleep. Sometimes some of his stuff's a little more bouncy and kind of synth driven, but this dude makes my favorite kind of ambient music, where it's real ethereal work, real dreamy, super minimal, very, very minimal, and I think he's from BC or Canada. Can't wait to check this one out. Cranky Records, this one's from 2016. Last but not least, this is Grouper, Creative Points. Saw Grouper play in Austin at the church, Central Presbyterian. I think the best place to watch a musician like Grouper. Similar experience with Emma Ruth Rundle, almost like a religious experience. It's a beautiful set, and I think just playing songs from this record, and it was something I'll always remember, and so to capture this, be able to listen to it at home will be nice.
Starting off with Charli XCX. She's the best. I haven't actually listened to this record too much. I like Blame It On Your Love. That's like my main track from this, but I think Number One Angel is probably her best record, but Brat Summer forever. Lightning Bolt, Ride the Skies. This proves that you don't need a guitar player in your band to write good music. You just have to have a ripping drummer. But this is one of the best records ever made. The first track, Force Field, is insane. Ride the Sky, the title track, is insane. I recommend drinking coffee and driving while listening to it. On kind of the opposite spectrum, Elliott Smith, Figure 8. This is a perfect record. Elliott Smith is probably my main vocal influence. He doesn't do any screaming or anything, but one of the things that I really like about him is that he wasn't really like a strong singer, but he had this type of vulnerability in his vocals that I always try to encapsulate. But this record is amazing. The song Happiness is fantastic. It's incredible. Elliott Smith is amazing. I haven't heard this record yet. POLICA. I really love United Crushers. That record our drummer Camacho introduced me to, so shout out to my boy.
That's good.
Yeah, this one.
Almost picked it up.
Yeah, they're a great band. They're fantastic. Last but not least, got to do like a throwback. Alice in Chains. It's probably one of the first artists that I've ever listened to. Back when I was like 12 years old, just learning how to play guitar, and they fucking rip, and I don't know, they're just the coolest band in the world. And that's it for me.
I chose 2 records, and I might do this little book over here.
Which one?
The one
You mean
directly
the red one?
behind your head.
This one?
The red one,
Red
right
one?
behind your head. I guess we'll just do this book. I don't know what this book is, but it's. I was sort of thumbing through it. I was like, okay, so I know it's the punk anarchisms of class war and Crimethinc, and I know dog, I don't know, but it was super interesting. I was like, oh, SHEENA rocker, and I was like, kind of thumbing through it. And I'm just like, I don't know. It seemed really interesting. I don't know what it's about. I think it'll be great. Because it's all right there. I'm sure it's really like right on whatever is going on. And then I've been jamming this like a lot. This American Football 10-inch single, but it has the Mazzy Star cover, Fade Into You, and I've been jamming that like hella recently, and because it's a perfect song, and Mazzy Star wrote a perfect song, and they covered it perfectly. I'm not like a huge American Football guy, but that song's beautiful, and you can't deny that. And the other song's really good too, Rare Symmetry. And then all I got now is just this Billy Woods record with our probably the best like hip hop producer of our generation right now, Kenny Siegel, in my opinion. I've been following him since like 2014 with Milo. He was like part of the Hellfire Club with like Bus Driver, pre-cancellation, and this record is like pretty untouchable. We've already referenced, I think we've already listened to that 10-inch and this record on this tour. But there's a song on here called Soundcheck, and we've been referring to that, where the first line of the song is, I will not be at Soundcheck. And I love that. That's what I have.